Spooky.
Greetings, my little lovelies. I hope I find you all well again, and as usual feeling tickety-boo. Now, 3 new stories today. The first one has been handed down to a grandson from his grandfather, and he wishes to preserve it, so we're going to do that. The next one is about a statue that opens its eyes. Freaky. And the third and final one is about a hiker in the mountains who got lost and believes he was saved by 2 ghosts. Bizarre. Now, let's crack on, shall we? I was a little boy when we would travel to the grandparents' home for gatherings. My dad had many brothers. This house was an 8-room, 2 stories home built in 1833. A creek was behind it and railroad tracks in front of it, across the street in a small town. This is what I'd overheard. This home did not always be in the place I had always known. It had been moved long ago to become the new train station in town. They were talking about having to tear up the old fireplace for a fix or replacement. They apparently went so far as to make a hole in the floor. Under the house they pulled up a wagon wheel. Grandfather had propped it up against the wall in his room. Grandfather said that night he had seen an apparition of an Indian girl materialize in front of him. He said she looked at him and turned to go up the stairs. When she had turned away, he saw that she had a basket on her back, we assumed for a baby. He said he got up and followed her upstairs to a particular room, and she just floated through the window, never to be seen again. What do we think of Oakham's story, folks, that was handed down to him by his grandfather? As usual, let us know. I have come across some photographs that seem to show a statue of Jesus opening its eyes. Now this is from 2016 and I've never come across this before, and I thought I'd bring it to you anyway. Some of you might have already seen it, some not. It was taken in a chapel in Mexico. Some people are hailing it as a miracle, some people are saying it's a forgery. Here at Weird World, we're just bringing it to you, and as usual, we'll let you decide. There is also a video online. If you Google or whatever search engine you use, the Jesus statue that opens its eyes, you should find it very quickly. Let us know your thoughts. A lost hiker claims ghosts led him to safety. After 10 days lost in the wilderness, a Taiwanese hiker found his way back home with a remarkable tale to tell. The alarm was raised back on November the 10th, 2019, when the 60-year-old man failed to return home after going hiking in the mountains of Pingtung in southern Taiwan. An extensive search and rescue operation was quickly organised, which at its peak saw 111 police officers and firefighters, as well as 284 volunteers comb the region for any trace of him. After 10 days of unsuccessful searching, things were not looking good. But then, much to everyone's surprise, the man suddenly appeared and was taken to the police station by a local villager. After thanking authorities for their efforts, he explained he had survived after his rations had run out by eating natural sugar from plants and drinking water from streams. The most interesting thing of all, however, was how he managed to find his way to safety. According to the man, while hopelessly lost in the mountains, he was approached by a kind couple who led him back to civilization. He had remained with them for around 2 hours, but then suddenly turned to discover that they had both completely disappeared. After a brief search, he found the path back down from the mountains. The man believes that the couple who guided him were actually the ancestral spirits of 2 indigenous Taiwanese people who once lived in the region. In other words, the man believes he was saved by ghosts. Welcome back, my little lovelies. I hope you enjoyed them. As usual, let us know what you think. Keep the comments nice and tickety-boo, nice and clean. Now, I'd like to welcome all the new subscribers. I hope you enjoy it. It's going to be a bumpy ride, so hold on. No, it's a lot of fun. You're all welcome. Now, if you'd like to share any of these wonderfully put together videos, please feel free to do so. The more shares we get, the better. And if you do share it, thank you very much. Now, that's all from me. Until the next episode, keep well, my little lovelies, and stay safe. Ta-ta, my little lovelies. Ta-ta.